All right, here we are. Yeah, I hit 20,000 miles on this about last weekend, actually. Let's see what we're at right now. I don't know if you guys can see this. 20,349. Alright, so if you haven't watched the first video, I'll run through basically what I've done to it as of now. Canon air filter, Canon oil filter. I run Motul 300V synthetic oil through the bike since the very first oil change. Shogun sliders, zero gravity windscreen, CRG 2-inch bar and mirrors, Vans and Hines Urban Brawlers, Pilot Road 3s front and rear. I went to the 190/55 in the back. Moto Dynamic, tail light, fender eliminator kit. Let's see what else I've done. I'm sure there's other things I've done to it, but yeah, we're gonna hop into this video because I don't got time for that. So yeah, if you don't know what all's done to it, you can always watch the 10,000 mile review. This is gonna be the 20,000 mile review, a little bit more in depth. Let's just, since I'm on the wrong side of the road, let's just cut across here real quick. Alright, so 20,000 miles. This bike has given me nothing but problems since my 10,000 mile review. Seriously, like, I'm just kidding. Whoa, you lost your hat, bro. Totally kidding. 20,000 miles. If you watch my videos, you'd probably realize that I do not baby this bike. I take really good care of it internally, but I mean, also I clean the bike and everything. It's clean on the outside, but it's just like I don't baby this bike. I ride the shit out of it. I do not baby it by any means. Wheelie with it, I mean, I don't know what to say. I just don't baby it. I probably ride this bike harder than most people ride their super sports, and this is not a super sport. I mean, it's a super sport engine, but it's gonna redline at 11 whatever, and it's like I would say the closest bike I've compared this to was a leader bike, just a super sport like an R1 or a ZX10. The ZX10 honestly felt a lot like this. I think this bike has more low-end torque though, but also I redline a lot lower than the ZX10. I think they redline at like 14. I redline at 11, so obviously I can't hit the same speeds in each gear that they can. But it's a super fun bike. If you want to be comfortable and still have like all that super sport power, then you're gonna have to go with something like this, because the super sports just aren't comfortable. I mean, I just don't know how else to put it. If you're anything like me, like you ride like hours on end at a time, like I don't commute ever. Like that's one thing I'll tell you about this review is I don't commute. I hate commuting. I think it takes the fun out of riding, and that's because I live like in a congested city. Like if you live in the country or something, or like in a smaller town, you might enjoy that, but see, I don't. See, I live in, see like this right here? See, like this is the kind of shit I have to deal with all the time. Just like non-stop traffic. But it's all good. I love where I live, and I love to ride where I live because I can ride all year. Yeah, so I don't commute, never commute. I've probably taken my bike like 3 times to work, maybe 3 times, I don't know. It's just not fun in the city. So yeah, I'm pretty much like a weekend warrior. Saturdays and Sundays, mostly Sundays, I go out. I'll hit up about 150, 200 miles in a solid day. yeah, and I ride pretty fucking hard those weekends. But yeah, I'm just a weekend warrior. I'm kind of a poser. Sorry. Don't pick on me, please. I'm begging you. I will probably cry or something. So yeah. You guys have asked me a lot about if I'm ever gonna think about getting a different bike or how I'm liking this bike. Honestly, this bike performs flawlessly. I mean, 20,000 miles and I haven't had one fucking problem, not once. I'm still on the original clutch. Everything's still original on this bike. Engine-wise, the drivetrain, the chain sprockets, everything's still original. The fucking flawless, I'm telling you. Like, I'm gonna put in pictures of my odometer. Bing! My chain and sprockets. Bing! That was taken at 19.5. So, like, less than a month ago. It's still, like, in flawless condition. I mean, my teeth on the sprockets are, like, fucking, they still look brand new. And 20,000 miles later, wheeling the shit out of this bike. It's just like, this bike is just flawless, and I've taken this bike, I've toured with this bike. I've taken it to New Orleans, Daytona many times, North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee. Did I ever say that? Yeah, I did. North Carolina, probably said that too. South Carolina. So I've taken this bike touring quite a bit. I've probably put, out of the 20,000 miles, I'd probably say I've put about, let's see, I'd say around 7,000 miles of this has been touring. And it performs flawlessly. I mean, on the highway, for example, when I'm doing 80, I'm just above 5,000 RPMs. So the bike's like putting on the highway in 6th gear. So a lot of times I'll be on the highway in 5th gear and I won't even realize it, and then I'll, like, you know, go to downshift. I'm like, oh, whoa, I'm in 4th or whatever. So yeah, 6th gear on this puppy is pretty putting along on the highway. To me, I can always change the gearing and it would be, I mean, why would I do that though? I don't know. Stock gearing, everything's stock on this bike, like I said, and it's just, this bike is just a dream come true. Like, honestly, I've had so many bikes. This is my 8th bike. I've been riding since I was 18. I'm 27 now. So yeah, I've been riding for like 9 years. I wouldn't say consistently 9 years. Consistently, I'd say like 6 or 7 maybe, I don't know, because there was a couple years that I took off when I lived up north. Yeah, so it's just, this bike's awesome. I love it. And I haven't been looking around, but a few months ago I was like, just like I wanted something new, so I went out, I looked at the ZX10. I've test rode the ZX10, and they had like a 2012. This is a 2012, by the way. They had like a 2012, like, you know, brand new, 0 miles for like 11.5, and I was like, whoa, I'm gonna trade my bike in and get that. And then I went out and rode my bike that weekend, and I was like, you know what? I can't give up. Like, this bike is just, I think this bike fits me perfectly. Like, it's just like, it works for me, everything I need out of it. I mean, like, down here on the beach, I'm cruising like 30. I'm like, I don't know what gear I'm in, like 2nd probably. But anyways, I'm just kind of putting along, and it does good at low speeds. Like, it corners good. It's not gonna corner as good as like a Super Sport, obviously, because it doesn't have, like, it's a lot heavier. It's almost 500 pounds. It's like 480. So yeah, it's obviously a lot heavier, and it's not really designed for that type of riding. Like, on a track, it probably honestly wouldn't be that fast, depending on the rider. And I'm not like a super good, like, knee down kind of guy. Just like, I've never really had much experience at a track, so I'm not like that type of rider. I'm just like, you know, I go out and hit the twisties. I can corner pretty good. I mean, honestly, like, I'm probably one of the faster riders in my group, but I'm more like, I like having like hooligan fun. Like, I just like going out there in the country and just like fucking wheeling and seeing how far I can wheelie and just like, you know, getting a burst of speed, and it's fun, you know. I corner fast, so, but I'm never gonna be like a super sport like track guy. I can't say never, but as of right now, I'm not. So I've decided, I'll quit blabbering on right now. I've decided that this bike, 20,000 miles later, I'm gonna keep it. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna keep it until it doesn't want to run anymore, which at this point, 20,000 miles, I haven't had one issue with it. Engine still runs completely fine. Clutch, transmission, everything feels great. So I think I'm just gonna keep this bike until it just doesn't want to run anymore. And even when that happens, who knows, maybe I'll just go out and get another one. Because honestly, this bike is just, it's like, if you go out and ride this bike, because I'm sure there's people watching this that are like, oh, you gotta get a ZX10, man. You definitely need a super sport to have super lots of fun, dude. So yeah, that's not true. You can have fun on any bike you want, and don't let anybody ever tell you differently. Just go out. You gotta ride your own ride, you know. Like, don't just fucking watch a vlogger or somebody and they're riding an R6 and you just assume, oh my god, I need an R6. Like, that's really dumb. Okay, it's really dumb. And I'm not telling you to buy this bike, I'm just telling you to weigh your options. What do you want to do with your bike? Do you want to be able to travel on your bike, or do you want to just go do track days and putz around in the city every now and then? Because if that's the case, then you should probably get a super sport. And 600s do tend to be faster on the track from what I've seen. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna end this video here because this traffic is just not cooperating today. Alright guys, so I'm gonna peace out. 20,000 miles later, the bike is perfect. Yeah, so peace. You guys are awesome. Keep up the support. I can't tell you how much it means to me. You guys have always been great.